What's up guys, it's me Spectrar here in another Wayward Terran Frontier video. I'm here with a tutorial talking about research and blueprints. It can be a little bit confusing. There is an early tutorial that kind of goes through it a little bit, but I wanted to give you a little bit of an in-depth here, or a semi-in-depth at least. Now, to get to your research screen, you press I on your keyboard and it takes you to this lovely screen. And you'll have different tiers that you can sort by. If I go to tier 2, excuse me, you can see that I have some in the system ready to research. And what you do is you make sure you have 20k in cash or credits. You hit play, and then it takes that money from you and takes 3 seconds to sit there and research, and then it's at your disposal, whether it's a module or a ship. So you have modules, turrets, and then at the very end you have ships essentially. And as you see, I have a couple of ships. You can click on them and kind of get a brief look at what they are. Some of the modules will give you a brief description and such. That's essentially how you get to the research screen. So if so oftentimes one will give you a ship or a research, and will say the blueprint is ready in your research, I've given you a research, and instead of looking physically in your inventory, he'll have already put it in here. And oftentimes you'll get the screen at the beginning that says research add, or a screen or text that comes up on the screen, excuse me, it'll say research added, and you'll find it in here. And the nice thing about it is that it kind of gives you what your progress is for the different tiers. So I found all the tier 1 stuff, so to speak, and I'm partway through tier 2, and there's obviously a tier 3, which I haven't done anything in, and then you got ships, which doesn't give you any progress on the ships. Not sure why, but it doesn't do that. And I can't remember what kind of things you find in general, but I'm sure I've had stuff in there before. So that's kind of the research screen, and again, that's by pressing I. Now let's go into actual blueprints. There's a couple ways to get them. One of them is buying. So if you look at here, this is a trade ship. So if I go to the map, see this symbol, get rid of the waypoint. You got this independent trade. Now, not all of them are like this big, or not all of them are this big, but most of them are, and this is where you'll find blueprint shops. So I like to park here because it's the quickest to get to the shops that I want. You can park anywhere you want, but this is where I always park because it's quicker. So if we head on inside, come on in, come over here to the right, go through here, and you'll make your way over to all the shops you need. Now this shop right here is where you'll buy regular supplies for like trading and stuff like that. And you got your geez, I won't say cantina, bar, geez. That's where you'll find your bar. But up here, over here is where you'll find your weapon store, so you can come in here, find weapons to buy. But right here is the blueprint shop. So you can come in here and they'll have blueprints for sale. Now I already own all these, but you can buy them essentially. And you basically just pick them up and put them in your inventory, and that's buying them. Then you'll have them in your inventory. Now the other way you can get them is by pirating other ships. So when you destroy a ship, it'll drop its cargo, or you can attack, or you can go into abandoned stations and they'll often find blueprints. Sometimes when you find a blueprint this way, you'll get this thing. It's called a data core. Now this contains a blueprint. It can be all sorts of different things, from a space tube for your crew. It could be, I don't think I've ever gotten a ship blueprint this way, but I usually get modules this way. What you do is you right click on it, and all of a sudden it becomes a blueprint. Then when you buy a ship, the blueprint will be like this. Sometimes it's a different color, like you saw, it was blue. And at this point you hit right click, and you'll get this text: new research available, press I to open research. That's the same text you'll get when one puts it in your inventory, or someone else puts something just straight into your research. Once they say, we'll give you the blueprint for this, instead of looking in your inventory, you'll often get that text on, and then you can come into here, and you'll see that tier 1, I apparently had one more. I now have the small Vulcan. Assuming it's a turret. Yeah, so if I click on turret, it confirms it was a turret for me. And now I can come in here. I know I've got plenty of cash. I got 3.7 million. That's more than 40k. I can hit play. Takes that money from me, and then goes through the seconds of, now it is researched, and it says turret is unlocked. And now when I go into adding turrets, it is available to me. That's basically how blueprints work. So you can either buy them from the store, raid them from other ships, typically larger ships, or battleships, I shouldn't say battleships, fighting ships, or you can get them from abandoned stations. Those are the three places I mainly find them. You'll get ship blueprints from completing story quests. That's pretty much it. Research is pretty straightforward, but if you missed the tutorial, or it's been a while since you've played, or you're having a forgetful day like I have all the time, hopefully this was helpful to you in kind of refreshing your memory onto how research works. So I highly suggest every time you come to one of these stations, always check the research store, so you have the opportunity to always get whatever kind of research you can out of, or any kind of blueprints you can out of it. So you can never have too many, especially when you want to go start modifying ships, because you got to have a module researched in order to remove it from a ship or add it. So that's kind of the main reason they're super useful. Anyways, I hope this tutorial helped. If I missed anything that you know of, please leave it in the comments so that people watching this video can know more about it, because I'm not perfect and I definitely don't know everything about this game, but I will hopefully see you in the next one. See ya!